How's it going, reloaders and shooters? This video here is to show you guys how to make my 6.5 Creedmoore match clones. And yes, I do weigh my bullets, each and every one of them, and separate them by weight. I don't weigh my brass. Some of the bench shooters do weigh their brass and they turn their necks, but to me, I rather spend the time on the range than actually turning the necks and whatnot, because my chamber is not compatible with removing some of the brass off the neck. So I just leave them alone and I concentrate on my fundamentals, and then somehow make it even from that, since I don't really shoot bench rest anyway. After I get back from the range, I dump the brass in the tumbler using walnut media to get rid of the sand and rocks maybe. So to make sure it's nice and clean and it doesn't damage my dies. So I normally neck size my brass until it's the third time I fired it. On the third time I full size the I run him on the full size die to keep him back to the specs again, to extend the life of the brass as well. So like one right there, you see that there's a walnut media there on the flash hole. Just push it with the paper clip and you're good to go. So, but every time I fire my rounds, I anneal my brass. And to know how to anneal your brass, just search YouTube. There's hundreds of them out there. Teach you how to anneal brass. A lot of people don't like dumping it on the water, but I do. So both methods are okay, but I prefer dumping it on the water. And then I have this little portable air tank there to dry them off faster. If you live in a state that like Nevada, which is really dry heat, it'll dry off in like 24 hours, maybe 12 hours. Just shake off excess water and then put them in a towel. So anyway, so I'm using the Forester trimmer here and using the lemon tool to chamfer and deburr it. It doesn't show in this video because for some reason I missed it. So anyway, so this here, you see the primer. The primer is Federal 210M, as what it states on the Hornady ammo box. And then using H4350 powder at 41.5 grains, which is the same on the box. But you guys might want to do your workup load, because if you have a shorter barrel or a longer barrel, it may not perform as well as the one that stays on the box. So anyway, back to the press and see the bullet. I'm at 0.05 thousand of an inch away from the lands right now, since my barrel already had 1,600 rounds down the tube. So kind of just chasing it a little bit. So anyway, that tool there that you saw before this is it's a comparator gauge. So instead of using the case overall length, I'm measuring from the bearing surface, which I find a lot more accurate than it is with the tip of the bullet. So anyway, this last station here is a Hornady concentricity gauge. If it's 0.02 of an inch run out, I correct them. But if it's 0.03 of an inch or more, I just leave them alone, because I ran some tests that I compared the ones that I corrected that has more than it has excessive runouts, and it actually made the performance of the bullets actually worse than actually just leaving them alone. So if it's more than 0.03 of an inch runout, just leave them alone, because what happens is you just stretch the neck of the case, and for some reason it doesn't perform correctly. I don't know if it's not sitting correctly in the rifling, or if it's not sitting correctly in the chamber. I don't know, but my suggestion is just leave them alone. So anyway, y'all have fun reloading and shooting out there, and see y'all next time.